Baby, tell me about how you realized that we're living in Sophia in the wrist and she's gonna die at 27 and all of that.
Well, when I was like around 15 years old, I had an automatic writing experience where I was typing on my computer with my eyes closed without having any thought whatsoever. And when I was done typing, I started reading what I wrote. And what I found was pretty remarkable. As far as the first thing that I said is that the universe and God is a woman, and she's 26 years old. She died when she's 27, but her time is way slower. 1 second for her can be millenniums or ages for us. And for whatever reason, it just, I guess, came to me where we are, and the Milky Way galaxy is on her wrist. I didn't really know exactly why, but I just went with it because that's what the download that I received, and I think my life changed forever after that day.
And why did you say that she's gonna die at 27?
Well, like I said, it was an automatic writing, so I have no idea why I wrote any of that. But after processing that, I've tied it with the 27 Club and how certain really legendary artists die at 27. And as far as that 26, the confirmation I got with 26 is that God in numerology is 26, Yahweh is 26, and another Hebrew name of God for God is comes out to 26 in numerology. So
something interesting I learned too is that the number 27, there's actually 27 different names to say God in the Kabbalah.
Wow, that's it.
Isn't that crazy?
So that's the ending. There's a lot more I have to say about that I discovered recently, but
What?
Well, as far as why 27, actually, while you asked me and I answered it, I'm like, wait, there is a reason, but I didn't know it then. But more recently, I discovered where 27 comes from, and so pretty much there's 72. I don't want to say layers, but really there's 72 layers of consciousness within all the dimensions, and pretty much, and then 9 obviously is the most powerful, perfect number, but 27 is 72 inverted, and pretty much like her reaching the end, which is 27, is her exploding in a supernova experience where she embodied every single layer, every single aspect of every form of life at the same time in an instant.
Wow, that's cool. I like that feeling of
what?
Of imagining experiencing everything all at once.
That's exactly what's going to happen, and it's going to happen in such a really deep way where every single type of life form that has ever happened, any single type of anything that this universe has ever created is going to be recreated, relived again in an instant, in that moment when she turns 27, to make it all explode into
time coming to a meeting point, essentially.
And but everything
all aspects of time coming to a meeting point.
Everything is going to be, at that point, united to a point where it's going to create a new reincarnation of another being, which embodies, I guess, the same lineage, history, aspects of where this universe comes from, and the creation of it. And now it's going to be in an even, I want to say a higher or dense layer or field.
Why'd you say the wrist specifically? Do you know?
No, I told you, I don't know why I said the wrist.
Can I tell you what I think?
Yeah.
So the wrist is essentially a junction point on our body. So if we think of it, not necessarily as the same framework as a human body, but more of like a cosmic wrist, we can see it as a junction point that is easily open to manipulation and extraction, right? Because we were talking about how the vein is right there and the blood is right on the surface there, so it's really easy to go in and extract that and be manipulated at that point. And that's why we're experiencing everything that we're experiencing, but it's also the reason that the time will collapse to this point and create that experience. Right?
So smart.
Thanks.